Orlando, Florida, a couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Got a man. It's Marsh. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall.
And they're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll give it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the running game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front and they stopped him in the backfield. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Defense trying to take it back. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And just when you thought this half was going to end ho-hum, the offense coughs it up, and the defense is able to not only recover the fumble, but they take it back for a touchdown. They steal more points before heading in at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Texas. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Here comes the Texas offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it makes the play. It's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Going to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. Fighting off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They absolutely had to have that third keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
He's loose down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. And the comeback is on. They want to see if they can score the deuce. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a...
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Manning. Hauls it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chain. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Hard running there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.